So I guess since we already did the perma spike earlier in another video, we're going to continue with the spike factories for the tier 5 towers. Continue with the super mines upgrade, which costs a whopping $175,000. So that's kind of a lot to save up for. That's why I'm starting over here on round 71 in a real game. We got about $100,000 or so. So we're about $75,000 short. Got a bunch of banks and all that. So we're about to afford that really soon. So we're going to see how well the super mines does in like a real game. How far can we survive with it? Although of course, I'm going to have like a perma spike at the back over here. Just because I don't trust this guy to be very good. Especially if there's like a lot of balloons coming through. I feel like I'm going to overrun really quickly and we're not going to see a lot of it in action. So yeah, just playing a couple of these rounds out first. Just trying to accumulate enough money for $175,000. I think it's one of the most expensive 5th tier towers in the game. Aside from like the super monkey upgrades, super mines is the most expensive tier 5 tower in the game. I am 99% sure of that. I think there's others that come close, like $100,000 for like some of the banana farm upgrades. I know that. I know the flying fortress is like 120k. But nothing as steep as $175,000. So I'm actually playing on medium mode, if you couldn't tell. So 175k is basically the normal price for these spikes over here. Yeah, so 175 is the normal price. And basically what it does, let's look at what the upgrade says. Creates a gigantic exploding spike mines that can wipe out almost anything. So again, that doesn't really tell us very much about what exactly it does. I guess we'll find out when we actually get to that upgrade. And with that said, I might probably just sell my banks, because I'm basically at the point where I can afford it right now if I sell everything. Like, this thing sells for 15k, so I have 130,000. Another 20,000. This Railroad to Gold's Alchemist I use to, like, give me money. Although right now it's not very useful, because now we're at the round where there's blimps going in. So we're over in a free play mode. Round 73 on the hedge. You know what? Let's get it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell some of these banks as well. Or these marketplaces. 4,000. Yeah, we can sell like almost the entire amount. We can probably clear this bank as well. Cash out from that. Cash out from this bank as well. $9,000. 176k. Alright, I think we have enough to afford it. And we do. So I'm just going to sell this Alchemist too. Leave Quincy, just cause. He's not going to do any damage either way. This is free Dart Monkey over here. We can leave it too. So in 3, 2, 1, we will get our Spark Mines. And there it is. So it's actually a nerf to its attack speed, I can tell. It's shooting the mines a lot slower than the 4th tier ones. So, well, in that case, these red mines better make up for it, for what they do. If they're not going to be shooting a lot. Also, if they're not going to be lasting very long. I don't know how long they last for. Definitely a lot less than these perma spikes though. But we'll see. Maybe the blimps will touch it when it turns around the corner. No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like the BFB's hitboxes are big enough. So we're going to have to wait for the BFBs to make one last turn through the hedge. And then we'll see exactly how much damage it can do. Whoa, and holy crap. I think that was just 2 explosions. Basically wiped out an entire BFB. Well, I didn't exactly expect that. But I guess that's why it costs like $175,000. So we got the next round coming in. Just a bunch of like ceramics and whatnot. And I guess here we can see like the explosion is a lot more clear. How much damage it does. Because like you can see like all the rainbows and below. They're hitting it. And they're basically wiping out every single balloon in its entire radius. Like even ceramic balloons. They're instantly getting popped. Not bad to clear out like hordes of balloons and stuff. Just wondering whether or not it's worth the $175,000 price tag. Because with that, you could also get like, I don't know, 10 spiked mines, 4th tier spiked mines. I don't know if that's any better. I'm not going to try that here though. I'm just going to see how long we can survive with just this. So again, the spikes don't look like they last very long, and they don't shoot out very much. So it kind of looks like it won't take very much for the balloons to overwhelm the spike factory. I don't know, that's just my guess. Also, it doesn't really help that hedge is like a really, really long map. So it kind of sucks for these BFBs because it takes so long to so long to get to the part of the track where the spike mines are. But yeah, one other thing I noticed about the super mines explosion when it times out, the AoE is actually big enough that it can affect the Moabs basically halfway across the map. I don't know, I found that pretty interesting. But yeah, watch as this round 76 basically disappears from one explosion, or two, or three. Alright. So it doesn't quite have infinite popping power, but it's definitely a sizable amount. I assume like it's gonna be fine against this rounds when like balloons are slowly coming in. That way, the spike mines do have time to like recharge themselves, or at least time for them to accumulate and then explode once they time out. So like when that happens, you basically have spikes exploding every 2 or 3 seconds or so, fast forwarded. The only issue is that like when a horde of balloons come in like at the start of the round, then you won't get those explosions coming on because these spikes reset at the start of every round, which is the only thing that sucks about it. Hence why the permaspike is the better spike factory to go for. Basically 10 times out of 10 at the moment. I mean, until they fix, like, I don't know, the OP-ness of it. Like, the fact that this spike factory, the permaspike, can pop like 500 spikes for every pile that it creates. And it makes it much faster than the super mines, and for like an eighth of the cost. Yeah, at that point, there's really no reason to go for anything other than the permaspike. Unless you want to go for the super mines just because it looks cooler, which I agree, it does look cooler. Oh, that was pretty close. There's actually a couple of balloons leaking through, because those ceramics basically just destroyed every single mine. Even though the mine took care of all of them, it didn't produce enough spiked mines to catch like the pinks or whatever else got through. Let's just see how many pops this spike factory has. Oh, 730. So yeah, we would have been dead to round 78 if we did not have this over here. So yeah, pro tip if you're watching this, don't use super mine solo. It's not meant to work that way. You're supposed to use it to complement other towers, I am pretty sure. But yeah, once again, the spike mines do struggle against like very, very quick coming balloons like this. Like these Regal Rainbows coming in. Oh man, this spike factory just cannot handle it. I don't think the explosions can pop zebra balloons. It doesn't look like it. I'm not sure if all these rainbows will get through my permaspike over there, but it's looking pretty scary. So honestly, the spike mines is probably much better for like Moab class balloons, if you ask me. Considering they can two-shot BFBs, but it can't even put a dent into this massive Regal Rainbow Rush. I guess it also doesn't help that we have Quincy at the front, like creating a bigger Regal farm, but even then, I don't think the spike mines would have been able to handle it. Not even. Let's just see how many pops this guy has. Holy crap. Yeah, this round we would be super dead. Almost 60,000 and counting from one round alone. Let's see what it ends off at. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So it does look like its biggest weakness is a horde of balloons. I would have expected super mines to have a lot more popping power than that. I mean, again, you're investing a lot of money into it, so that's what you should get in return. And I reckon, based on how these explosions did versus the blimps earlier, it should be able to take care of these balloons with ease. Yep, you just saw there. Just a couple explosions and boom, like 5 BFBs wiped out at once. Not bad. Now let's see how it does against round 80 ZOMG. I think at this point, after this round, I'm going to hop into sandbox mode, because I think we've seen enough of what the spike factory does over here. Just have to wait an exorbitant amount of time for the ZOMG to make it slow trek across this map. Or maybe not actually, because now that the mines are timing out, the explosion is actually affecting the ZOMG like halfway across the map. And just like that, I was taken care of without even getting close to the spikes. So not bad. Let's hop into sandbox mode now. Okay, so let's test this 520 spike factory out in sandbox mode. First start off with the DDT, of course, because we haven't tried that yet. Send it out right now. I reckon it should be able to like basically one-shot it. Or maybe not. Okay, so it looks like the spike factory has to be under the range of an MIB, because the explosion doesn't affect like black balloons, and the DDT counts as one. So let's just drop an MIB down there. That kind of sucks, but let's try it right now. Should be able to one-shot it now. Yeah, basically two-shotted. Anyways, let's test a BAD balloon out. So this is just the super mines without any buffs. Maybe if it can't solo a BAD balloon, which I'm pretty sure it can't. I mean, if it does, I'll be pretty impressed. But based on what I'm seeing, I don't think it can. Maybe the explosions will be strong enough so that it will. But the spike parry doesn't generate very many spikes because they don't last very long. I don't know, just one way to find out. Let's just watch. A lot of explosions coming in, but the BAD balloon is basically running through most of them. And I think it's gonna run through. Wow, not even pop the BAD layer. That's actually kind of disappointing if you ask me. I would have thought that it would at least pop it and then maybe the ZOMGs would run through. But yeah, not even that. Feels bad. Maybe it just needs the help of jungle drums and an alchemist. So the alchemist over here will increase the attack speed and power of your spike factory. Let me just get a 4th tier. Don't need the 5th tier one. Just 400 is fine. Now let's see how much difference an alchemist makes. And I guess one thing a little different this time is that the explosions are actually timing out as the BAD is getting through the first part over here. So a little bit of an unfair advantage compared to the last test. Either way, let's see how much of a difference this alchemist makes in aiding the spike factory. So this is only like $5,000 versus like $170,000, but how much difference does it make? Well, basically enough to take down everything in the BAD balloon. So I guess this just goes to show that Alchemist is broken more than anything else. I think this is about in line with its price, if not a little bit overpriced. The Super Mines just looks really bad because the Permaspike is 1,000 times better than it at the moment. So if I were you, I would not use this upgrade unless you were in super late game. But yeah, that's all. I will see you guys in the next video.